Unit, prepare for attack!
CSF is having a meltdown on the airways. So I take it you found S.T.A.L.K.E.R. What did he say?
S.T.A.L.K.E.R was just a pawn. He was working for a guy called S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
Nestor? That's outside the lesser zone and beyond my authority. Head over to the western checkpoint. My men will let you out. Go to the chemical plant. Tell them Zotov ordered you to talk to Colonel Korshunov. I hope he likes you. Out. Incoming emission! Take cover, everyone! Stay outside and you'll get a lavish funeral, orchestra and all, at your own expense.
Another shelter.
Who said that? If it's too crowded for you, take a hike. We've got one rule here. Cilicia gives shelter to every stalker.
But Gaffer, we're packed like sardines in this basement.
Right now, this one's all I got. The wardens took the other one, and they won't let strangers in. Come on in, kid.
What's an emission anyway? Guys?
It's like a red, deadly wind. If it gets you, you're toast. So if you hear the warning, run like hell to the nearest shelter.
So, no one in the zone has ever survived the mission?
Well, there are the islanders. Rumor has it they don't give a damn about the emissions from the Dugar. But they're not exactly the sociable sort. I've never seen anyone survive an emission myself.
So, have you had a chance to look around yet? This is how we do it around here. The rules are simple enough. No waving guns around, no brawling, and any disputes get settled outside the village. And a tip from me. Don't get too close to the ward. They don't see you as a human being, just a tool. And as you're well aware, tools are disposable.
They still make me sick to my stomach.
If you're bored, have a seat by the fire at the bar. Our jokes might not exactly be subtle, but you just might pick up some useful tips.
What can you tell me about Silesia?
I fought tooth and nail for this place. First against Monolith, then against those slag heap scumbags, so that decent stalkers could have a place to crash. Mutants and anomalies are bullshit, my boy. You'll figure that out soon enough. The most dangerous thing in the zone is other people. We might not all be best buddies here in Silesia, but we sure as hell ain't enemies either. And as long as I'm breathing, it's gonna stay that way. If you're bored, have a seat by the fire at the bar. Our jokes might not exactly be subtle, but you just might pick up some useful tips. Good hunting.
Attention all stalkers. This is Captain Zoltov. The ward's investigation in the Lesser Zone is now concluded. You have been granted freedom of movement once again. But be warned, any
Transgressions will have severe consequences. No more second chances.
Gaffer, come in. Plaster here. Zoltov wasn't bluffing. The eastern checkpoint's
All clear.
So, I'm making my move to the cordon, then onwards to Zaton, to meet up with Beard. Let's just hope he's not sleeping with the fishes in the swamp. All right. Identify yourself, Stalker.
My name is Skiff. Zotov sent me.
Yes, he told us about you. Get across the bridge.
My duties don't include chit-chatting.
I can't answer your questions. End of discussion.
What's wrong with being a loner, Kiryuka? You get to shoot mutants and collect artifacts without anybody pushing you around.
What do you think, Stalker? Would you join the ward?
You're getting ahead of yourself again, Kiryuka. The guy could be new to the zone. If you don't know about these groups, feel free to ask.
What can you tell me about the ward?
As far as I'm concerned, they're nothing more than crooked cops.
The ward are real pros. They set everything straight as soon as they got here, and their gear is top-notch.
Then what the hell would they need you for?
Hey, I'd make an awesome warden. I've almost got one of them to sign me up. What do you think, guy? Would you join the ward?
I've seen the wardens in action. I'd work with them anytime.
Here, here.
Screw the wardens.
Wow. Jesus, Bugach. Back on the mainland, you wore those shoes from your graduation for 5 goddamn years, and you're content with small-time jobs here too? We're getting nowhere.
All right, then let's join Duty or Freedom. Just not the ward.
What do you think, Stalker? Would you join the ward?
You're getting ahead of yourself again, Kiryuka. The guy could be new to the zone. If you don't know about these groups, feel free to ask.
What can you tell me about duty?
For soldiery types, they're all right. They sure do love shooting mutants. Stalkers get a kick out of that too, right, Kiryuka?
Duty's been shooting mutants for 10 years now, and the mutants are still around, and in the same numbers too. Unlike the duty guys themselves. Now the ward, they mean business.
Tell me about freedom.
They used to want to give the zone's riches to the world outside. Now they run a store in Rostock. Those sellouts have turned into petty traders.
Not that petty, if you ask me. Their boss, McLuha, invented coupons, and now they're the backbone of the entire zone. Freedom is in charge now.
They'll only be in charge for as long as it benefits the ward.
Thanks, but I'd better go.
All right.
I'll text that warden. Ask about any openings.
I'm sick of your obsession with the ward. Why don't you try texting a girl instead?
Halt, Stalker. This area is off limits.
Why can't I enter the chemical plant?
Restricted area. The chemical plant is the ward's base. Stalkers aren't allowed in.
I'm looking for Colonel Korshunov. Zotov sent me.
Hold on, I'll check. Base to Korshunov, come in. Colonel, we've got a stalker here. Says he's from Zotov, but... Yes. Yes, sir. Head over to the outpost. The Colonel is there. Hey, Stalker. If you're looking for work, come on over. I've got a job for you.
Anytime. If you were a bandit, I wouldn't even talk to you. I'd put a bullet in your head, and that's that. That's the only way to deal with those scumbags. At ease.
Enough bellyaching, Svodko. We've been ordered to shut the...
Hey, Stalker! You wanna earn some quick cash? Get over here and let's talk.
We'll pay you double!
Turn back, Stalker. This is Ward turf.
I'm looking for the Colonel. Zotov sent me.
All right, go ahead. Stand down, Tachenko.
That's the kind of guys we're fighting. So much for rebels and adventurers. They only come here because they think no one's going to be watching them. No one's going to see them drink and fight, and worse.
Ambushing people, attacking people, stealing.
Looks like this place is getting under your skin, too. I'm Colonel Korshunov, commander of the ward. And you must be Skiff. I know what you did in the Lesser Zone. It's interesting that you've decided to work with the ward. That's an unusually sensible decision for your kind. You guys usually think we're ruining your fun. Do you understand what the Ward is really doing here, Stalker?
They keep the place secure for S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
In a way. But the truth is simpler than that. The Zone has been doing more harm than good for a long time now. It's become a kind of amusement park for scumbags. But the Ward is gonna put an end to that. The Zone is a valuable resource. I couldn't care less about stalkers and bandits as long as they stay out of my way. But I can tell you're not like them. You have a purpose.
Right now, my purpose is to find Nestor.
Under different circumstances, I could have easily arranged for you to meet him. But Nestor's missing. The last person who talked to Nestor was Chornobyl, a murderer and a thief. He and his gang are staying at the depot, and we're going to assault it and get the answers from him. Are you with us?
I'll join the assault.
Smart choice. My men are taking up positions. Report to Captain Scarlat for your orders. Once this is over, I'll contact you again. I'll have a request for you, and I'll need you to do everything exactly as I ask. Good luck, soldier.
Come in, Captain. I sent you a stalker. He's gonna take part in the assault. Got it.